Brighton, the south coast seaside city with a reputation for tolerance, a place which prides itself on inclusivity.
The Palestinian struggle began over 100 years ago.
But many in the Jewish community are alarmed by gatherings like this.
I'm a state until it shrivels and dies.
This group has come to express solidarity with the Palestinian people, the accusation that their actions could encourage anti-Semitism.
Make eye contact, smile, that's sort of like...
This is Seymour, briefing volunteers on what to say when they go door to door, asking people to boycott Israeli goods.
People might genuinely ask if we are racist or anti-Semitic. I know that can be quite a shocking question to get sometimes if you're motivated by anti-racism. But just treat it as an honest question. We are obviously oppose all forms of racism.
He's one of the organisers of a grassroots initiative to create what they're calling an apartheid-free zone in Brighton and Hove, supported by the Palestine Solidarity Campaign. They split into small groups and head off to nearby streets.
We're trying to get as many people as possible to sign up.
Oh, so I can't eat hummus?
Well, you can eat hummus, but just not Israeli hummus.
The group says its aim is to put economic pressure on Israel.
This is a local campaign in Brighton to boycott, divest and sanction against Israel because of the treatment of Palestinians.
But they stand accused of sowing division.
Are you anti-Semitic?
No, we're anti-racist.
Anti-Zionist?
Yeah, sure.
You're anti-Zionist?
Yeah, because the Zionist ideology is an apartheid ideology in our view.
But can you understand why people would be uncomfortable if they dispute that view of you going door to door?
Well, I mean, people might feel uncomfortable, I suppose, but it's only a one-on-one conversation. We're very polite on the door.
If someone who's Jewish opens the door, that's going to be uncomfortable for them, isn't it?
Oh, we don't think so. It's no different from the actions of a political party like the Conservative Party or the Labour Party, who also go door to door and ask people how they feel.
Following the door knockers around is Vicky from the group Jewish and Proud. It's been an awkward street tour, with Vicky filming the campaigners and them appearing to film her and us. After an online promotion, she wanted to see the campaigning for herself.
It makes me feel sick. It makes me feel sick to my stomach.
Why?
Because I feel that it's a targeted campaign to turn the people of Brighton against Jews who support Israel.
But they're not going door to door asking people to become anti-Semitic or to oppose Jewish people. They're asking for a boycott of Israeli produce.
They know they can get away with this. They know that they can go around door to door eliciting support for this seemingly really nice, like, oh, just don't buy Israeli avocados. It's nothing to do with Jews. So any campaign against Israel is a campaign against British Jews. You can't separate it. The way I see it is that the modern face of anti-Semitism is anti-Zionism.
It's a complex issue, but many in the Jewish community say they are feeling insecure and vulnerable. They've long lived behind tight security, synagogues, schools, community centres protected by high walls and toughened gates. But since the October the 7th attacks in 2023, many Jewish people believe theirs is a way of life under threat. At this Jewish centre in nearby Hove, fears over anti-Semitic attacks have led to plans for a pilot scheme for people to be able to report incidents face to face. The information will be shared with other bodies, including the police.
I had an incident where a gentleman pointed at my Star of David and said, "You wear yours proudly." And then he touched his chest and he said, "I wear one too, but I keep it hidden."
Fiona Sharp is helping to launch the pilot scheme. She believes hate crimes are underreported.
I think there is an underlying feeling that this country and this city is dealing with an underlying sense of anti-Semitism and mistrust unlike anything I have ever experienced. I think increasingly we see Jewish communities and individual Jews almost forced to take what I call as purity pledges, you know, to say, yes, I'm Jewish, but I don't support the state of Israel, I don't support the situation in Gaza, the whatever. I'm a British Jew. I'm a British Jew. I don't need to justify my existence and my place in my city to anybody.
There's a widespread view amongst Jewish people we've spoken to that anti-Semitism is cutting right through British society. After a venue in Bristol admitted it was a mistake to cancel the Jewish band Oy Vavoy following complaints from pro-Palestinian activists, Brighton drummer Josh Breslaw was looking forward to performing in his hometown, until promoters cancelled that gig when he refused to sign a declaration that their performance wouldn't be political.
I've never heard of anyone doing anything like that before, and I would call it anti-Jewish racism, straight up.
What would you say to people who might think, couldn't you have signed a document saying we have no intention of making it a political event?
I think that if any band with any other heritage was asked to do that, there would be outrage.
Concerns echoed in Jewish communities around the country, many of whom question their place and future in Europe. Lisa Holland, Sky News, Brighton.